When it comes to unforgettable Hollywood beauty, timeless allure, and moments that stop people in their tracks, Phoebe Cates is a name that will forever rise to the top. And now, with whispers turning into undeniable proof, her topless photos have surfaced once again to remind fans just how iconic, daring, and breathtaking she truly is, because this isn't just about scandal or a fleeting viral moment. It's about a star whose magnetism defies generations, whose images can still make headlines decades later, and whose confidence in front of the camera continues to captivate audiences around the world. Whether you remember her as the ultimate dream girl in Fast Times at Ridgemont High or discovered her through nostalgia-driven fan pages, these revealing photos showcase the very essence of Phoebe Cates, the natural beauty, the effortless sex appeal, and the fearless confidence that defined her career. And it's no wonder people everywhere are doing double takes, caught between admiration and disbelief at how stunning she looks. Because these aren't just pictures, they're proof of Hollywood's golden standard of glamour and sensuality, wrapped in a single breathtaking figure who knew exactly how to leave fans speechless without saying a word. And as these images resurface online, the reactions are pouring in with comments ranging from absolutely timeless to Hollywood will never make another like her, sparking conversations about how stars today rarely capture that same perfect blend of class and seduction. And the truth is, Phoebe Cates didn't just pose for topless photos. She created lasting, iconic snapshots that will forever be remembered as some of the most jaw-dropping, heart-racing, and conversation-sparking moments in Hollywood history. Phoebe Cates is a name that instantly sparks nostalgia, admiration, and awe because she isn't just an actress. She's a cultural icon whose presence defined an era of Hollywood where beauty, talent, and allure merged into one unforgettable package. And now, as her topless photos once again circulate and spark frenzy across the internet, fans everywhere are left stunned by just how magnetic, daring, and timeless she remains. Because these aren't just pictures, they are works of art that prove Phoebe's place as one of the most captivating women to ever step into the spotlight, reminding us that some stars are not made, they are born, carrying an aura that can't be manufactured, bought, or duplicated. And as people look twice at these bold images, jaws drop, eyes widen, and hearts skip, because the legend of Phoebe Cates is alive, stronger than ever. The resurfacing of these photos has become more than a headline. It's a cultural event, a reminder of the era when Phoebe turned heads in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, cementing herself as the ultimate dream girl. And while many stars fade with time, her confidence, her curves, and her unapologetic sensuality continue to leave audiences breathless, proving that true allure never expires, it only deepens with age. And fans who stumble upon these topless shots are instantly transported back to a golden age of cinema where daring glamour ruled. And yet, somehow, Phoebe stood apart, carrying herself with a balance of seduction and sophistication that made her irresistible then and still makes her irresistible now, sparking admiration not just for her beauty, but for the way she commanded every camera and every glance without even trying. What makes these photos even more jaw-dropping is that they capture Phoebe's essence in its purest form, effortless, natural, and raw, unfiltered by today's digital gloss, reminding us that the power of true star quality doesn't need heavy editing or gimmicks. Because when Phoebe Cates revealed herself in such striking fashion, she wasn't just exposing skin, she was exposing the confidence of a woman who knew her worth, her allure, and her place in the Hollywood pantheon. And that's why decades later, these images don't just shock, they inspire, because they symbolize a kind of boldness that modern stars try to emulate but rarely achieve. And as fans scroll, share, and gasp at every detail, the truth becomes impossible to deny. Phoebe Cates redefined sex appeal and elegance in one unforgettable breath. Now, as these topless photos sweep across social media timelines, fan forums, and gossip headlines, the reactions are as explosive as expected, with fans calling her the most beautiful woman of her generation, while others admit they simply can't look away, proving that Phoebe's ability to stop the world in its tracks is just as powerful today as it was decades ago. Because this isn't just about scandal, it's about timeless stardom. It's about a woman whose beauty and daring will forever make audiences pause, stare, and remember. And as the whispers grow into full-blown conversations, one fact remains undeniable. Phoebe Cates' topless photos will always make you look twice. They will always shock and mesmerize, and they will always stand as proof that Hollywood legends like her never fade. They only grow stronger with time, leaving us all to drool, gasp, and wonder how one woman could embody so much allure in a single frame. The moment Phoebe Cates' topless photos reappeared, the internet erupted into a frenzy, with fans rushing to social media, gossip blogs running wild with commentary, and entertainment outlets scrambling to relive the legend of the woman who changed Hollywood forever. Because this wasn't just the return of a forgotten photo set, it was the revival of a cultural shockwave, one that reminded the world why Phoebe's allure stood the test of time. And as hashtags began trending and old interviews resurfaced, it became crystal clear that Phoebe's presence was still powerful enough to outshine even today's most viral stars, proving that her timeless beauty and daring edge remain unmatched in the modern era, sparking questions about how a single woman could dominate both the past and the present with the same intensity. The media, of course, wasted no time diving deep, publishing think pieces on how Phoebe Cates' legacy as the ultimate Hollywood dream girl has only grown more potent, with analysts pointing out that very few actresses in history have managed to maintain such mystique while simultaneously embracing boldness. And the irony is, in a world saturated with overexposure, Phoebe's resurfaced topless shots felt refreshing, raw, and shockingly authentic, carrying with them the kind of real glamour that today's curated images often lack. And so, as the headlines piled up and comparisons to other stars emerged, one thing stood out above all else. Phoebe Cates was not just another name in Hollywood history. She was and remains a symbol of fearless beauty, one whose daring still resonates across generations, echoing louder than ever in this new wave of rediscovery. What made the frenzy even more powerful was the reaction of her fans, both old and new, as younger audiences stumbled across her iconic images for the very first time and were left in awe, calling her a goddess ahead of her time, while longtime admirers celebrated the return of their favorite star, flooding forums with praise, nostalgia, and reverence, creating a rare moment where multiple generations united in their admiration for one woman's confidence, elegance, and allure. And with every share, repost, and viral thread, the momentum only grew stronger, until it wasn't just about topless photos anymore. It was about rediscovering the essence of an actress who had always been more than just her beauty, but whose undeniable magnetism made